Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years, and it's a great dynamic quarter.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
You seen them, boys?
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play.
You're just like, fuck it.
Had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open. Throw me the ball. Throw my hand in the air. And you know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Power football with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Ducks are in the hurry up. On the run, it's James. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout. So you get tired and you get worn down in the fourth quarter.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Touch pass on the
that boy number 6. Yeah, man.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
That bitch ass shit, bro.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's looking on the right side.
Bruh.
And he pulls it
Get the
inside the 15-yard
bruh,
line.
bruh. That was supposed to be picked.
Smelling that end zone, but they get him down
I was finna pick that,
to the
boy.
4 after the big pass play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. That was a lightning fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
I supposed to pick that shit out.
Drives like that together, man. We might as well get our popcorn out because we're
Hey,
going to
Buck.
get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. We
Hey, Buck,
check
you
in
got-
with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Give to the single back. Runs through the tackle. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Fuck.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's
You
going to take
bitch.
it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a bitch.
This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Motherfucker.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Ducks will hustle to the line. The run from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. This is a designed run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The toss to the outside. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Bruh.
Tough
What the
sledding
fuck,
in there.
man?
Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Snap it to the back. He's
Bitch.
not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He'll pull it on the read. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
How nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone
They're trying to get this in
opportunity,
the
but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He'll do it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense to understand this. That QB is the threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now facing a third and long. Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. With the run on first and goal. He'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
You bitch.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be...
Oh, my God, bro.
It's picked off.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense.
I don't even know what the fuck these niggas doing on defense.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw, using his feet to buy time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw, moving away from pressure.
Bro, come
I
on.
think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Tighten up, Oregon, man.
Keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on the stretch.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's James. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Ducks in the hurry up.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
At the 35, he's got room. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Right back to the well. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They go to the ground. Oh, what a cut! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole.
Oh, man.
Slither through a little crack. That was
Got
not
to.
a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, it's Cobb. Sweet cut there. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
It's caught. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Out of the end zone. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Scoop by the kicking team. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
So fucking hot.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on the football, cause a fumble, make something happen.
I'm so fucking hot right now. That bullshit.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover.
That ain't some gay-ass shit, bro.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown in the last 8 give up a big return.
Still
And
coming
he'll
out,
bring it
man.
out of the end
Fuck.
zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. More to the air. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Bruh,
And it's going to be a pick six.
I'm so hot right now, bruh.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush.
I'm so hot right now, bro. I don't think nobody understands this
As
shit.
accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
It's some pussy ass bullshit.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We played 2 quarters here.
That's how you niggas end the half?
Our halftime update.
Hey, bro. Hey
And
ass
the
shit.
Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Yeah, shit.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quarterback keeps it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. The short hand, it's Moss. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2.
No, I should ain't glitch.
Moore will throw. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Ducks are on the move. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped.
This bitch ass rain, bruh.
Huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make a catch.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's James. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
Bruh, come on, man.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll go with the direct snap. And he's a real nowhere
shit.
man tackled in this no-gain land.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push.
Bro,
at the point
stop
of attack.
getting
It seems like
good.
every single time they decide to run the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're going for it all. And
Bruh.
he's got it inside the 25.
Oh, my God,
Tiger.
bruh.
And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second. They take their
First
drive
of all,
in the 3rd quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike
She got him
offense
tight.
on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this one.
The Ducks want to move quickly. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all.
Half a million. I just did it. Half a million.
Everybody doing their job.
Crank the shit out and save it for the children.
D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whittington.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got the back in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. They'll throw it on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ducks! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped.
Why y'all didn't make this nigga cough the ball up? Fuck.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the ground, it's Cobb. Open space at the 25. Off he goes.
Yeah.
At the 30.
I knew the run was going that way, bro. I said that way, bro. Come on, bro. This shit making me mad.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff
Pussy ass
takes
shit.
the field to boot this one away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. DBs will try to keep everything in front. More to the air. Couldn't hang on to that when this defense has already picked off
Wow,
3
yeah.
passes.
Fucking
Almost
champions
had
like
the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's out past the 35. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. On the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Nah, they wouldn't let me go back in my fucking play. Like how? They come out of audible.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They want to run this quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Someone not clear on the
what the fuck is that?
A false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
But that was on me.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long run, third down from the 43. Moore will throw. Unloads to the right. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Heel off one deep down the left side. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Now on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And that shit seemed like my hit stick registered. Hit stick on this fucking video.
They got it down to the 21.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising. I gotta be honest.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Fighting off the defender. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
He'll pull it on the read. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design.
Field goal kicking ass bitch.
Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Good, right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Right on target this time. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Yeah.
Wide receiver now
get
comes
first
in
down this time, bitch.
with jet sweep pass.
Man, look at that holding.
And they'll shove him out of bounds
Suck
after
my
the
dick.
short game.
All this gay ass shit.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play.
All this gay ass faggot
Down in the
ass
fourth
shit.
quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him and they convert. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking
Let me
that.
get that bitch. I would have got him.
These corners
Bitch.
backing off a bit. Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They keep attacking through the air. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's James. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle.
Fuck.
Nice defensive play.
I ain't gonna throw it to him. I just had to get that bitch out of the hand.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's James. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a
Okay.
fabulous
That's my other nigga.
The
That's my other
consolation
nigga who
prize.
need touchdown too. Number 6.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go.
Ain't nobody getting no
This
Heisman.
offense is
My team.
struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they
Ain't no
continue to
Heisman
fight.
candidates over here.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
So I don't know what the fuck he is.
Upright. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here in late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The sure hands, it's Casper. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Moore will throw. Keeps looking downfield.
Damn.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense, closing it off and making the interception.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Good game, bitch.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting
Shit,
to
hey.
find ways to win games, and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really
Shit
hard
was
to
gay
stop.
as fuck.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you start to string